Screen text, March 2014, New Delhi. The year is 2014. A man, once revered as the chief guardian of a sprawling empire, arrives at India's Supreme Court. His name, Subrata Roy, but today there are no cheering crowds, only fury. As he steps out, a lawyer lunges, splashing black ink across his face, shouting, "Subrata Roy is a thief. He has cheated and robbed us." This wasn't just an attack on a man. It was the raw scream of 30 million ordinary Indians. 30 million people whose life savings, their dreams, their futures, had vanished into the gaping maw of a colossal financial fraud. A scam built on trust, national pride, and the allure of India's most beloved sport, cricket. How did one man build an empire so vast, so seemingly benevolent, only to allegedly betray an entire nation? And why years later is the money still missing? Screen text. Sahara India Pariwar. Founded 1978. Our story begins not in the halls of power, but in 1978 with a young man, Subrata Roy. A Lambretta scooter and a mere 2,000 rupees. From these humble beginnings, Roy founded Sahara India Pariwar. He wasn't just building a company, he was crafting an image of a benevolent leader, a chief guardian leading the world's largest family. Sahara diversified at lightning speed. Finance, real estate, media, entertainment, hospitality, even aviation. But it was in the world of Indian cricket where Sahara truly cemented its place in the public imagination. They sponsored the national team, emblazoning the Sahara name across the chests of India's sporting heroes. This wasn't just advertising, it was an emotional connection, a symbol of national pride. How could a company so deeply intertwined with the fabric of India, so trusted, be hiding a dark secret? Private employer. Under Roy's charismatic leadership, Sahara grew into a behemoth. At its peak, it was India's second largest private employer, with an estimated 1.2 to 1.4 million employees. An army of agents reaching into every corner of the country. They collected small deposits, promising attractive returns, especially from those in small towns and rural areas. People often underserved by traditional banks. This was a company that built resorts, owned luxury hotels, and hosted lavish events, like Roy's son's double wedding, attended by 11,000 guests. It was a spectacle of wealth and influence, seemingly built on the bedrock of small, honest investments. But this rapid expansion, this incredible reach into the pockets of millions, would later reveal itself as the very mechanism of a staggering deception. What exactly were these investments, and how did they bypass every safeguard designed to protect ordinary citizens? At the heart of Sahara's alleged fraud were two companies: Sahara India Real Estate Corporation and Sahara Housing Investment Corporation. These firms raised over 24,000 crore, that's roughly $3.9 billion, by issuing something called optionally fully convertible debentures, or OFCDs. Now that's a mouthful, but here's the simple truth. These were essentially bonds, promises to pay back money with interest. The crucial detail: Sahara falsely claimed these OFCDs were private placements. Imagine a small group of friends privately lending money to each other. No big deal, right? But Sahara wasn't dealing with a small group. They were dealing with 30 million individuals. By calling it private, they tried to avoid the strict oversight of SCBI, India's market regulator. This allowed them to operate in the shadows, collecting massive amounts of money without the transparency and accountability required for public offerings. It was a classic Ponzi-like scheme. Money from new investor was allegedly used to pay off older ones, creating an illusion of profitability and success. But this house of cards was destined to fall, and the first crack appeared in the most unlikely of places. For years the money flowed, the empire grew, and the chief guardian reigned supreme. But in 2009, a small yet significant alarm bell rang. A chartered accountant named Roshan Lal noticed discrepancies in Sahara's housing bonds. His complaint, seemingly minor at the time, was a tiny ripple that would eventually become a tsunami. Later that year, Sahara Prime City, another entity within the vast Sahara Group, filed for an initial public offering, essentially trying to list on the stock market. This move, ironically, brought SEBI's sharp eyes directly onto Sahara's operations. They wanted answers, and what they found would unravel a deception that touched nearly every corner of India. In 2010, SEBI, acting on Roshan Lal's tip and its own findings, barred the two Sahara firms, SIREC and SHIC, from raising any more public funds through their unregulated OFCDs. The game was up. In June 2011, SEBI issued a damning order. Sahara had to refund all the money collected, with interest. But Sahara fought back, dragging the case through the courts. Then, in August 2012, the Supreme Court of India delivered its crushing verdict. It upheld SEBI's order, directing Sahara to refund over 24,400 crore to SEBI, specifically for the millions of investors. What happened next was almost unbelievable. When SEBI demanded proof of repayment to these investors, Sahara responded by sending 127 trucks, filled with over 30,000 cartons of investor documents, to SEBI's Mumbai office. It caused a massive traffic jam, and many saw it as a theatrical stunt, not a genuine attempt at transparency. The court, too, questioned the validity of these repayments, asking where such vast sums of cash had come from. The empire was crumbling, and its founder was about to face the ultimate reckoning. The consequences were devastating. For 30 million ordinary Indians, often from the poorest segments of society, the trust they had placed in the chief guardian and the national brand of Sahara was utterly shattered. The ink-splashing incident in 2014, where lawyer Manoj Sharma confronted Subrata Roy, wasn't just a headline. It was a visceral outpouring of that betrayal. Subrata Roy was arrested in February 2014 for failing to appear before the Supreme Court and was sent to Tihar jail the following month. He would spend over 2 years there before being released on parole in May 2016. But the saga of the missing money continued. By 2023, SEBI held over 25,000 crore, a staggering sum specifically for investor refunds. Yet only a minuscule fraction, a mere rupee 138 crore, had actually been claimed by investors. Why was it lack of awareness? The sheer complexity for rural investors? Or did many of the original accounts, as some speculate, never truly exist, hinting at an even deeper layer of deception? Subrata Roy passed away in November 2023 at the age of 75, taking many secrets with him. His legacy remains deeply divisive, a visionary who built an empire from nothing, or a master manipulator who exploited the trust of millions. The Sahara scandal is a stark reminder of how easily a charismatic figure, wielding symbols of national pride like cricket, can create a facade of legitimacy to hide a massive Ponzi-like scheme. The 25,000 crore still sitting with SEBI, unclaimed, is a silent testament to the scale of the fraud and the enduring tragedy for millions. It raises a chilling question. How many other schemes, shrouded in trust and complexity, are still out there waiting to collapse? The collapse files will keep digging, searching for the truth behind the grand illusions. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next investigation into the shadows of finance. Until then, stay vigilant.